welcome to Dewy Cattleya Divination channel. And in this video, I would like to deliver a monthly zodiac reading for June 2020. So there will be two parts of this video. The first part will be for all of you who are under the sun sign of Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. And then I also provide the second part or part 2 for all of you who are under the sun signs of Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So like we already see on my previous monthly zodiac reading, there are 4 aspects that I'm gonna talk about in this monthly zodiac reading. The first aspect is your health condition, and then we're gonna talk about your financial condition, your career or education, and also your love life, both for you who are currently single or already have a partner. And I also want to tell you that there will be a little upgrades and change in this monthly zodiac reading content. So if these content name used to be monthly zodiac reading, then starting next month it will be a quarter zodiac reading. Why do I change the concept of this content? So monthly, I think that it's kind of like too short for us to start something or change a habits, and I believe that a quarter or 3 months period will be more ideal for you to plan something, to make it into realizations or to execute it. So that is why that in a year we will have a 4 quarter zodiac reading, and in the end of the year or in the 4th quarter, which is October, November, and also December, there will also be a evaluation and reflections. And because this reading will be in every 3 months, then I will try to deliver a more comprehensive reading then for all of you, also about the reflections of the previous quarter, and also the prediction, of course, for the quarter that we are currently talking about on next video. So that is like the new updates that I'm trying to tell to you. And also, before we start on this videos, I would like to create a disclaimer that I am Indonesian, so that is why maybe I'm not as fluent as an first English speaker, and I hope you are okay with that. And because this is a general reading, I hope that you could like take what it resonates and leave out that does not. And this is back again, this is a prediction, so it is based on your action and also your decision, so everything can change. I also have an Instagram account at decattleya.tarot, so kindly follow it, and I hope you enjoy this video. I even provide you a timestamp so you can just go and click which sign that you are and start to the main reading. So thank you so much and enjoy the video. Hello, welcome for all of you who are under the sun signs of Aries. This is your reading for the month of June 2020. And as you can see, I have 4 sections here. The first one will tell you about your health condition for June 2020. And this one is your financial condition, while these 2 cards will tell you about your career or your education. Either you are already working or having a business, or you are currently still pursuing your degree. And then these are one of the most awaited aspect that everybody would like to know, which is love life. And I separate for 2 types of people. This one for you who are currently still single, and this one is for you who already committed. Either you're still in a romantic relationship or you have already married. And let's go to our first section, which is your health condition for the next month, June 2020. So you've got the Knight of Cups and also the Star in reverse. Let's talk about the Knight of Cups. If you are watching my previous month of monthly zodiac reading, then you are pretty note that I actually talk about two aspects of healthiness. It's not only your physical body, but it is also your mental health. By looking at the Knight of Cups card, I think it's how you get more and knowing what you actually really feel about and what you really want. That is one of the most important thing. And then with the Knight of Cups, you will be able to more connect with yourself. You will be able to know what's serving you good and what aren't. And this is important because it will make you more mature in another side of yourself. That is what I see for you, Aries. And then how about your physical health? With the star in reverse, I think you will be a little bit overwhelmed with maybe your work, your life, or everything happening in your life, because you will feel like a little bit more tired than before. Maybe you have to work overtime, even if you still got a time to work at home. I think there will be a lot of workload for you, and that is where you should be more cautious about it, because you have to take care of your health with your body or your physical condition, because knowing what actually will happen if you're not taking care of your health, it is very dangerous, especially at this time. I'm sorry if you hear any sounds of dog barking. That is my dog. And by looking at the star card itself, I think you have to be more care about your physical condition. I know that Aries, you are a very hard worker. I know that you're trying your best to do something that you can, but it is very important for you to know the limit of yourself, because this is not good if you're continuing to make yourself tired and if you're keep on working hard without thinking your condition. So that is what I can see for June 2020. Your mental health, it will be better state, but your body or your physical conditions, you have to put more attention into it and making sure you know when and where to rest. And about your financial conditions, I've got the 7 of Pentacles here and also the 9 of Swords. With the 2 of Swords in reverse. 7 of Pentacles. Here, I see that June 2020, if you are expecting a return or maybe a big income or something like that, I think you have to wait for a while. Why? Because June 2020, you are in this state of still waiting for that profit or maybe that revenue to come into you. This card is about waiting and, looking at your investment to grow. Even though maybe you have to wait a little more, but this investment will also return to you and as soon as possible, but maybe is not in June 2020. Maybe you have to wait a little longer, and that is why you have to taking care of your expenditure more. You have to pay attention into it, because with the 2 of Swords in reverse, you will also face hard choices, especially on making your expenditure. Maybe you will stuck in a pace where you are confused whether to use your money, because you in between two choices or two options for expense. Maybe it is about your health, it's about your health expenditure, or it could be like your family. It will be a little bit hard for you to consider. So if you already have a family, or if you have a parents, or if you have someone that you're very trust to consult you regarding your financial condition, it is very I highly support you to do so, because I think you need a person that could guide you and you could balance whether the plus and the minus of the expenditure that you will create, because these pretty much will impact the outcome and also the outcoming months afterwards. And then after we talk about your financial conditions, we're going to talk about your career, your educations. If you're still in pursuing educations, that you can just interpret my reading for sort of, but because I am intended to see more into the career, but it is also can be interpreted into both sides. With the 4 of Cups in reverse, I see that June 2020 is a time for you, Aries, to know more and to spot opportunities wisely. Why? Because in June 2020, there is more opportunities of you to reject many offers or many opportunities for you to reach a better state either in your educations or in your financial career. I believe that with the Four of Swords, there are sort of, insecurities within you, and also with the Judgment card in reverse, there are sort of insecurities within you. There's a sort of belief that maybe it's not the right time, or maybe you cannot do it. Like there's a doubt within you. I think if we are in the same state, okay, here in Indonesia, we have to stay at home due to COVID-19. And maybe because you Aries, you're a fire sign, but you have been too long stuck in a place, you're not be able to connect with so many people. When you know that for fire sign, one of the way to regain your energy and your power is also to reconnect with other people. And I think that is the reason why you kind of like lost your touch and lost your energies, because you have been too long in a in a quiet state. I think for June 2020, there will be more opportunities coming, there will be more offers coming towards you, and that is when you have to like be more confident, because those offers also can create and also can initiate another incomes for you that maybe could help you for your better financial state. So I think either you are still in school or you're currently having your own career or trying to build your career, you have to pay more attention, and you have to be like smarter enough to know what kind of like offers that's suitable for you and what kind of offers that you have to take. Do not reject any single offers because you believe that you're not ready yet, because that is not the answer. June 2020, you will get more offers, and please just don't reject all of it, and try to regain your confidence, because I know Aries, you're a good leader, you're a good hardworking person, and I know you can do it. Now we go to the last sections, which is love life. We're gonna open for all of you Aries who are still single. You've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Right, Queen of Cups in reverse. I believe that with the Queen of Cups, there are sort of a fact that if you're still single, you have to connect more with yourself. I think knowing what you really or actually want is better. If you are currently trying to pursuing a new love partner or something like that, you have to know what you actually want from a partner, because Queen of Cups itself is more about reflections toward yourself. It's about more coming back to yourself. You do not have to hurry every single process. If you're currently very close with somebody else, I think you don't have to hurry so you and that person could get into a more serious relationship, because June 2020, you have to know more. You have to see any kind of opportunities given to you. Also in love life, I see here that even though you are trying to pursue somebody, it will never work if you are not a person who knows why you want that person, why you want this kind of relationship. So it has to start from you. That is why for Aries who are still single, you still can shine, because I know that you are a kind of a great person. You can make other people likes you really well, but the point here is, if you want to find someone that is good for you, then you have to know your intention. It means that you have to know why you are doing that and why is that person. You have to make sure that the love that you're trying to pursue is the love that you need, and just not the love that you kind of want in this moment. So that is for you Aries who's still single. So it's like an invitation for you to enjoy enjoy your life being single. Embrace it, because when you're also having a partner, it's kind of not as free as you are currently feeling right now. And for those of you who are already in a relationship or already married, you've got the Hangman. It means that either you and your partner currently in a state of feeling limited. Maybe you are too possessive to your partner, or your partner is the one that a little bit possessive towards you. But these kind of like show me that there's some sort of restrictions in a way that either you or your partner are not able to express their feelings and also state what they are currently going through at the moment. I think it is very important for both of you to talk. If there's anything that you want to say, then say it. Do not keep it as a secret, because if you are keeping something secret from each other, it will only becoming, another problem in the future. So make sure that if you feel limited, then you have to breach it by making a communications towards your partner. That is very important for all of you. And for Aries, for overall the reading, I see that the energy is kind of a bit rough for June 2020 for you, because maybe there's sort of like a starting that you're going to start a new journey. Is like starting everyone from zero again, either in your financial, either in your career, either in your love life. I think that there will be sort of transformation that you're going on, but everything will be okay if you keep on positive vibes and you are still believe in yourself. And do not overthink anything. Make sure that if you are facing a hardship, that it is meant to shape you, to curve you into a better personality. So that is for Aries, your reading for June 2020. I hope it is resonates with you. I just want to remind you that this is not a fortune telling, this is a prediction. So each interpretations or the fact that I am saying to you could also, be another story or a different story based on your decisions. So Aries, have a great life and see you on our next video. Hi everyone, welcome for all of you who are under the sun sign of Taurus. This is your reading for the month of June 2020. There are 4 sections. These 4 sections will tell you about your health condition for next month, and this is your financial condition. This one will be your career or education. For you who are currently working or having a business, then it's about your career. But for those of you who are still currently pursuing for a degree, then it's your education, and this about your love life. Let's go to your health condition for the month of June 2020. The Tower and also Queen of Cups. All right. I have to say that whenever I look at the Tower cards, that it means there will be something unpleasant happening to you, and it cannot be, you're not be able to avoid these kind of thing from happening in your life, sadly. But this sudden upheaval or this sudden change could means either your mental health or maybe your physical conditions. If it's your mental health, it means that maybe there's suddenly, when you are feeling okay, you're kind of like having anxiety or maybe overthinking over something, that you're currently having a problem or something like that. It will happen in June 2020, sadly. And if it's about your physical conditions, that maybe you are getting sick or something, but knowing that there's the Tower cards, it means that there will be a beginning and there will be something greater after this happen. If it's about your mental condition with the Queen of Cups, it is a sign that then you will be a better kind of person. You will know what you feel, you will more in tune with your emotion, you will be a more wise person, you will be more kind of a nurturing person. You will change. June 2020 means that you are having a transformation that will change you into a better person. But if this is about your physical conditions, then maybe the sickness that you have to get in June 2020 is actually will make you care more about your healthiness. It will make you respect your body. It makes you eat more healthy food, sort of like that. But once again, this is a prediction, so it is better for you to take care of your mental health and also your physical conditions from now on, so to make sure that there's no sickness or there is no sudden mood changes happening for you in June 2020, because it's kind of like unavoidable. So if you are being more cautious, if you're preparing yourself to face this moment, it will be better for you, and maybe it could like go as soon as possible. Like it will be faster the way you facing it. And now we're going to your financial condition. there is Four of Wands in reverse and also the Page of Swords. Looking at the Four of Wands in reverse, it shows me that maybe in June 2020, one of the aspect of your expenditure that will be suddenly increasing is about your family or maybe your household. It's about like closest people around you. Maybe there will be a problems with the people around you that needs your help, and maybe there is sudden renovations in your household, or maybe your family kind of need an urgent money like that. It will happen like with something that is very close to you, and that is why you have to save more, because with the Page of Swords, there is a positivity in this card, because even though you have to kind of feel the gap, or giving your money towards this thing, you will getting more in return. This Page of Swords mean that you have to hang in there, you have to keep on fighting. So if this happens, then you cannot escape from this. For all of you, for Taurus, you're not escape from this problems, but instead you're facing it. You will working hard and you will be able to get more money in order to cover this expenditure. So I believe that for all of you Taurus, people are very trusting you, people are depending you, because they know you can do anything that you are capable of, and that is why it is very good for you, all of you dear Taurus, to make sure that you are keep on going in your life and do not give up even though things are getting rough in your financial condition for June 2020. For these problems, it is you the hero that can making sure that these problems are finished. And now we're going to talk about your career and also your education here. With the Knight of Swords in reverse, I see that there will be a positive side and negative side within these cards. With the Knight of Swords, I believe that you kind of like have energy, potentials, passion, and all the things, all the resources that you kind of needed to start something. But instead, you are incapable of doing so. You are bursting with energy, but sadly, maybe the external environment not support you to do so. Maybe because everything does not work according to what you plan. Maybe the pandemic that happens right now hampers you from doing so. But with the Lovers card here, I believe that actually you can do it, and it is very okay as long as you can find the right partner or the right person to guide you or to go with you together to achieve that. I'm going to talk about your love life. There's the Devil and also Nine of Cups. Okay, the Devil in reverse card is for you who are still single right now. Then what I see in June 2020, then it will be a good time for you to mingle, to find someone new. I think that from the past experience, you have known what kind of maybe your personality that hampers you from getting in a good relationship with somebody. I think you have to reflect on yourself, and you kind of can go from a negative side of yours, or maybe you used to be sort of like habits that is not really good for your partner. Then you could be able to leave those habits, or so many aspects in your life that is not serving you anymore. You are crawling from a dark pit to some place that is brighter, and now it is your time to reconnect again with so many people. So for you Taurus, if you used to be like heartbroken, I think now you have to cheer up in yourself anymore. You have to cheer up for yourself and do not be sad anymore, because now it is your time to go and find someone that maybe you are desire, because you are in a better state right now, and it is okay for you if you want to seek for somebody. June 2020 will be a better state for you, and you will be able to conquer any kind of limitations that you used to face, because you will be the master of your own love life. And now looking at those of you who has a partner, either you are still in a romantic relationship, or you already has a husband or wife, you are in a state of happiness, so you are very content. There's a lot of abundance in your relationship, so you do not have to worry. Instead, you are being invited to relax, to enjoy, and to kind of live in the moment, to make sure that you're happy and you live to its fullest in your great romantic relationship moment right now, because you know that life is like a wheel, so it can turn up and it can turn down, and life is like a coin, so there's a part of where you are happy and where you are sad. So make sure that you are able to reconnect and make sure that you enjoy the time of your being right now, because it is a better, and this is a very great state for you to just enjoy your relationship. So that's it for you, Taurus. This is your health, this is your financial state, this is your career or education, and this is your love life. I believe that June 2020 will have its ups and its down for you. But once again, this is just a prediction. So if you are preparing yourself to be a better person in June 2020, I pray that if there's some of negative parts of it, it will not happen towards you, and just take what it resonates with you and leave out the rest, because this is a general reading. So that's it for you, Taurus. I hope that you have a great life, and I'll see you on our next video. Bye bye. Hello, welcome to Dewy Cattleya Definition channel. For all of you who are under the sun signs of Gemini, this is your reading for the June 2020, and I have four sections here. This one is for your health condition for the next month, and this is your financial condition. This will represent your career or education, and this will be about your love life. So let's get into our first section, which is your health condition. Queen of Swords and Four of Pentacles. Well, looking at these two cards, I think there's nothing you have to worry about in June 2020, because both of your health and mental conditions will be at a better state. With the Queen of Swords, I see that you can move, or you can do anything that you already have planned, because you have a great quality of health, you also have a great quality of emotions, and with the Four of Pentacles, it also shows me that everything is under control and you are very stable for June 2020. But with this kind of like good result, I have to say that you should like aware and keep up your great efforts to maintain your health, and also to make sure that you are happy with it, because don't be satisfied right now, because everything can turn into something that you might not imagine before. If I tell you that June 2020 can be a good time for your health, or it can be a good moment for your health, both on your physical and mentally, and then you suddenly do not care about it anymore, then it will not happen. So make sure that you keep on maintaining what you have been done right now. If you're already eating a good food, a healthy food, then keep on doing that. If you're happy right now, if you are receiving lots of love from other people, make sure that you also give lots of love with other people, because it can attract more love into you and can make you happier. Now we'll go to the financial conditions of yours. Okay, right. I think that you are this kind of person, Gemini, that it is kind of like hard for you to ask help for someone, because you're a very logical kind of person. You are thinking of your pride. And that is why with the Seven of Swords in reverse here, I believe that you actually lie to yourself. There's actually sort of financial problem that you are facing, but you are rejecting the offer or the help from other people with the Four of Cups in reverse. I think in June 2020 these kind of financial problems will still happening in your life, and that is where you actually have to reach out for other people to help you. It is very important here, because you cannot escape from your feelings anymore. You cannot lie with what you are currently facing and what you are currently feeling. We agree that we don't want to stuck in the same problem for too long, right? So that is why you have to ask for a help from other people. It means that you have to reach someone that can help you in this state. If there's somebody that try to offer you help, make sure that you kind of like think about it, and make sure you do recheck or you research with that person background to make sure that the offer that they are giving to you is something legit, something safe, so it can help to uh, improve your financial condition. Because maybe for some of you currently you are facing a hard times, and maybe June it will still in that state if you are not trying to ask help from somebody else. Now let's go to your career or your education. There are 9 of Swords in reverse, okay, and there is Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, your career and education, sort of like the same with your financial condition. I think that maybe this problems that you are facing right now is also being the cause of your career or your education state. Because if we see the Ace of Wands in reverse, it means that maybe your projects, your work, your school are currently on delayed, or you are feel frustrated because you're not able to do what you used to do, and then there's like a lot of hamper in order for you to pursue your goals, and it's kind of like create a blockages in lots of income for you, or lots of abundance towards you, and that is what you are currently facing. And what I see is that maybe you already have been stressing over this for too long. I think this not happening only in June 2020, but maybe it's currently happening towards you now. But in June 2020, you will be getting used to it. You will be able to escape, and you will be able to be a better person. You will be able to forget your sadness, and you are walking step by step slowly towards a brighter places. And I can see that in June 2020 you are getting like a recovery state in which you will be happier, and you kind of you able to accept the thing that happened towards you right now, and you're able to think of the solutions. Maybe in May 2020 you are stuck, you're still crying over the spilled milk, but in June 2020 you are heading to a better state in which you know that it is the time for you to do some actions, so it could give you a better solutions and better future. Now let's go to your love life. So this is one of like the most awaited section. um, Either in Instagram or in YouTube, I like to get a lot of messages privately that they are very interested about my love life reading. Then this is for you. I have these cards for you, Gemini, who are single, and this is for you who are already married or in a relationship. And now we've got the 4 of Cups in reverse for you single people. So I don't think there's something wrong with single people. I mean, there's nothing for you to feel ashamed. If you are thinking that getting a partner is the only thing that makes you happy, then it is wrong. I can see here that you have a lot of expectations on how a relationship has to be. Well, Gemini, I already said that you're a very logical sign. It means that you always think deeply about something, and you're actually I'm not saying very flexible, but you are very, you are very making other people comfortable towards you. And maybe this is the reason why actually there's a lot of people also have interest in you, but in the other side you have a kind of like high standard or high expectations, maybe because you have seen so many picturizations of a relationship that is not what happened in the real life. Maybe you see on a movie that everything should be like A, maybe you see on the social media everything has to be like B, but actually do not hope for something that is too much. With the 4 of Cups in reverse, you have so many expectations, you have so many standards, you have so many qualities that has to be in your partner, and this kind of things that will hamper you. And do not forget, maybe several options, like maybe a good or an attractive body, or maybe a handsome or beautiful faces, is something that is not a right quality, or the best quality that you should think about in your partner. Instead, it's about whether you and this person could connect more, whether you and this person have the same principle. It's about how you and this person able to go through problem together, and make sure that each other, you and that person actually can grow to a better person. That is what you have to think about and what you have to hold on if you want to search for a partner. And that is what I want to see you, what I want to say to you, dear Gemini who are currently still single. In June 2020 you have to go away from this state, and you have to, you know, make sure that you know what is needed for you and what is actually the best for you. So it's not just what you want. This is also kind of like the same with the previous reading with Taurus. So both you, Taurus and Gemini, in June 2020, you have to work about it. And now this is for you who are in relationship or already married. The Empress, it's very good. You don't have to worry anything. June 2020 for you who has already have a partner, everything will be okay. Instead, I think June 2020 will give a lot of abundance towards you and your partner. I just got a sudden sense that if you're already married or if you have lived with your partner for a long time and you're expecting a baby, then I can sense a pregnancy. Congratulations. I hope this happened if you are currently expecting a baby. And if you are currently still in a romantic relationship and hope for a more serious state, then it will be a starting of that kind of state. Maybe you will know more about the family, you will feel happy, there will be a lot of occasions or parties that related to your family, so you can connect more. That will happen in June 2020. So this is actually like a fresh new state for you and your couple and your partner. And I have to say congratulations, dear Gemini who are currently having a relationship, because everything will be good in June 2020. But like what I have said to each signs, I just want to say that this is a prediction. So this can change according to what decisions and what kind of expectations that you want. If what I said that you're healthy in June 2020 but you're keep on eating crap foods, then you're not going to have the healthy predictions that I have stated. And same goes to these cards. If you are actually still debating over small things with your partner, then you will not get the abundance that I have said. So it is based on your decision and it is based on how you do your everyday life. So make sure that what is good for you, then make sure you maintain it and you can make it happen. But about something that is bad, I hope you can go through it. So please, dear Gemini, take what is resonates with you and leave out the rest that is not. I hope that you have a great month ahead, and I just wish the best for you. Thank you so much for watching these videos, and I'll see you on our next video. Bye bye. Hello, welcome for all of you who are under the sun signs of Cancer. This is your reading for the month of June 2020 about your health condition, your financial condition, your education or your career, and also your love life. So, dear all of you under the sun sign of Cancer, let's get into your first reading about the health condition. Three of Cups in reverse and the Emperor in reverse. Alright. Looking at these two cards, I'm just gonna mix the interpretations of these two. I have to say that June 2020, you will face an increasing of stress level. So if you are involved in a certain projects, or maybe your life is very sociable kind of life, like you're living those kind of life, very sociable, and then you connect with so many people, I have to say that these can bring a high stress level towards you. I think you have to take a rest for the sake of your mental health and also your physical body. I believe that you have done a lot of work too much, or you have used your time to mingle with so many people instead of taking a rest. And with the Emperor, I think you have to be able to taking care of your body well, because you are the master of your body and your mental, but instead you are giving it to the environmental conditions. So you are not being the boss of your emotions. You are sad because somebody makes you sad. Instead, actually, even though somebody makes you sad, you are the person that can decide whether you want to be really sad or you want to be sad and get over it. So make sure that you are in control. Also with your physical body, if you know that you are tired, then go to sleep. Instead, do not see what the external environment offers to you, even though there's a lot of work to do, even though there's a lot of, places that you have to go to, or maybe meetings you have to attend. The most important thing is about what your body tells you. So that is what you have to follow into, because in June 2020 there will be a lot of opportunities in which you are maybe getting sick, or maybe you are getting very stressed, because you are not in tune with what your body and what your mind and what your heart tells you. So dear Cancer, make sure that you are not too chasing to other people's approval, because that is one of your tendency. You're chasing of other people's approval, you're very care to other people, but you're lacking to have the self-love for yourself. So make sure that you are more in tune and like knowing what your body and what your mind tells you. Now let's go to your financial condition. There is Queen of Cups in reverse and Nine of Wands. Queen of Cups in reverse. I have to say that I think there's a lot of expenditure in June 2020 that you have to spend, but it is not for yourself. I think it might be for your family, it can be for your friends, or maybe your income will be just gone like that because you have to pay a lot of debt or rent or something like that. It makes you kind of tired, it makes you kind of losing your hope in order for maybe you already have a dreams to buy something, or you have a goals that you really want to achieve. You are kind of losing hope because of these sudden expenditure that you have to provide for. But what the thing that you have to see with the Nine of Wands cards here is that even though you are tired, even though you have to take those burdens, it will finally become something that is fruitful for you, that your goal is near, that the repay will be given to you, that everything that you are maybe feeling like it is worthless, or maybe those expenditure is not what serves you or makes you happy, there will be something better for you, and it is very near. So even though June 2020 you kind of have to spend your money for other people, but I think you will get better repayment. And I just want to say, but if you cannot fulfill all the things that it has to be to pay this, maybe regarding with your family or regarding to your rent or your debt or something, you do not have to force it. So if you cannot do that, so that's okay. Maybe you have more time to extend the payment time, or maybe you could ask from your family or something like that. So you do not have to fight alone, or you do not have to give a lot of your money for other people if you just don't have it. So you do not have to spend lots of money. Just spend with what you actually have and what you actually need. That is my message for you. And now is your career or your education. Knight of Cups and Ace of Wands. So Knight of Cups, I have to say that if this card goes with this, maybe you already have a project, maybe you already have a plan, maybe you already have something new, then June 2020 will be a great time for you to execute it, because with the Knight of Cups card you are in a great conditions to do anything or to start any project. Just like the Ace of Wands, it is this time for you to start, so do not hesitate of doing this. I just want to say that June 2020 will be a great time for you, as long as you still thinking about the risk, and make sure that you do every single thing with a good plan, so it will come back towards you in a more fruitful or in a more profitable state. Now let's go to your love life reading. This is for you who currently single. Cancer, you've got the Seven of Swords, and then Two of Wands for all of you who are already in a relationship or already married. With the Seven of Swords here, I think you have to be cautious. if you're single right now and you're currently getting closer with somebody, don't trust that person easily, okay? Make sure you have a background check. Make sure that if you and that person has not involved in a serious relationship yet, do not trust that person too much, because there's a tendency of this person to hurt you, or even, you know, be with somebody behind your back, or maybe you're not their only option. There's a lot of those kind of opportunities that this person can do to you to break your heart. So make sure that you do not marry your own expectations of this person. What does it mean? It means that sometimes you like this person and you try and you started to imagine that this person can do more, when actually it's just what in your imagination, and that person is actually not the kind of person that you imagine. So make sure that you keep your expectations at a stable state. Do not hope too much, because there's a lot of opportunities in which you can find a better person. Just be careful. It doesn't mean that you have to, to kind of draw yourself from this person, because once again it could be happen, or it's not. Maybe this person is the right one for you, but in June 2020, I think you have to prepare to make sure you guard your heart. Do not give it easily to other people. If it's still a new love, let them enjoy it. Make sure you do a lot of considerations if you want to go to a next relationship. Do not rush anything, okay? Now we go to all of you already have a partner here with the Two of Wands. I can see that actually either you already married, maybe you want to move to some places, or you have this like eagerness of doing something new. And if you're still in not married yet, maybe you want to go to like the next step or the more serious relationship. There's something that you are planning right now and you really want it to happen, but it's time for you to wait. I'm very sorry, June 2020 is not a good time for you to execute those things. I think you have to communicate more to your partner. You have to think about the condition, especially what I'm thinking right now is we're in the middle of a pandemic. Then there's a lot of things that you have to care more, maybe about your health condition, maybe about your food expenses, sort of kind of like that. There's a lot of primary needs that you have to take care first before you want to expand your life, or you want to add more burden, or you want to add more journey into your life. There's a lot of things to consider, and that is what I have to say. For all of you already in a relationship or has a partner, you're not living as yourself anymore. You have other person that is also involved in your life. So make sure every single decision is already being communicated, and both of you has the same values and agree into the same goals. That is for you, dear Cancer. This is your reading for the June 2020. Just like I like to say, this is a general reading, so take what is resonates with you and leave out the rest that does not. And I hope you have a great day and you have a great month ahead. I am very happy. Thank you so much for watching these videos, and I'll see you later. Bye bye. Hi, welcome for all of you who are under the sun signs of Leo. This is your reading for the June 2020. I'm gonna read about your health condition, your financial conditions, your career or your educations, and also your love life. So let's get to your health condition first. 5 of Cups in reverse and 3 of Wands. Okay, dear all of you Leo, 5 of Cups means that maybe in May or at the beginning of June 2020, you will be getting sick, or maybe your health is not in a great state in which you are incapable of being as prime as you are before, but thank God it will getting better. So in June 2020, you will be healthier, you will be getting through this, you will gain your prime, and also you will be able to do what you are currently want to pursue, either in your mental health or your physical body. Everything will getting better. That is the message for you. And with the 3 of Wands, it means that in June 2020, after you recovering, you will be able to do whatever that you have to, cancel for a while because you are getting sick before, will be able to do it again. You will be able to plan ahead of what you want to do and what you want to pursue. Everything is fine. So in June 2020, your health condition, both physically and mentally, is getting better, and then you will be able to use your prime body and prime mind and also heart to do something and to pursue and to continue with your goals. Congratulations. And now let's get to your financial condition with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and Page of Pentacles in reverse. I'm sorry to say that based on these two cards, your financial condition isn't that good for June 2020. Sadly, here with the Knight of Pentacles, I have to say that there's kind of like maybe setbacks, and also with the Page of Pentacles, there will be something that does not turn into what you're expecting. So if you are usually get a high salary or a high income, then it must be decreased for quite much, because how I see is that there's a setback in your financial condition for June 2020. I hope this is not happening to you, but that is the general energy of what I'm getting here, that maybe June 2020 will be a little bit rough for you, especially for your financial conditions. And that is why you have to save from now. Make sure that you don't use your expense for something too luxurious or something that is not really important, because Leo, you have the tendency of loving something expensive, something luxurious. So maybe you like to spend your money for that thing. But in June 2020, please do not do it anymore. Make sure you save a lot of money, or instead you will be kind of stuck in a lot of debt, or maybe you will face a hard times in order to pay your rent and other credits. That is what I see with these two cards. Now let's go to your career or your education. The Tower and Eight of Cups. With the Tower cards, I think I know the reason why you kind of having a financial setback on June 2020, because there will be some sort of like sudden change and incident or problems happening either in your education or in your career life. If you are working, maybe I'm really sorry to say, but maybe your project did not go well, or maybe your if you are currently having a business, then maybe you do not get the income as much as you want, or it cannot cover your costs, so makes you loss or something like that. You will having this kind of like hard times within your career. But once again, the Tower means that it is something that you cannot avoid. Even if you are trying to minimize the impact, it can be, but it will never erase the fact that this will come into your life. I'm sorry, this kind of scary, but maybe June 2020 is not really good for your finance and your career. But the other cards, Eight of Cups, tells you that actually these happen because it wants you to realize something. So this is time for you to move on. What I sense here, maybe with this sudden change or these problems, you realizing maybe there's a toxic people behind it, or maybe there's a kind of a wrong way from you to operate or something like that. There's a reason in which you are able to go from that state to a better state. So maybe these casualties meant to happen, so you are realizing that currently maybe you're stuck in a wrong place, or maybe you're stuck with a wrong person, because with these accident is the only way for you to realize and for you to be able to go away from this vicious cycle. That is what I can say. And for your love life, this is for you, Leo, who currently single. Congratulations. What I sense here in June 2020, if you already have a person in mind, in your heart, or you already eye for someone to be your girlfriend or your boyfriend, then maybe June 2020 will be the time of you of getting that celebrations of new partner. Congratulations. This is a very great card. It means that you will gain a reward as you want, or something that you can celebrate about. So for all of you Leo, once again, congratulations. I hope this happens to you, but once again, this will not happen if you first do not make a move, or second, you do not give a hint, or third, you're not initiating a talk about your wants to get a serious relationship. So it has to start from you. And with the Seven of Swords in reverse, for all of you who already has a partner, or maybe you already married, I see that with the Seven of Swords in reverse, that you are having something that you actually really want to tell to your partner, but you are hiding it. So you are kind of like, keep it to yourself. You pretend that everything is okay, and you pretend that there's nothing to talk about. There's sort of, fearness that the thing that you will talk to your partner will only initiate a bigger problems. But actually, if it is necessary, if it's constantly bugging you, if it's constantly making you uncomfortable in your relationship, that it has to be said. So dear Leo, if you are stuck in a toxic relationship, or if you are stuck in a relationship in which you feel like do not have options, or your move are very being limited, you have to say it. You do not pretend everything is okay, because it only will hurt you in the end. So make sure you make this kind of great communication to your partner, to make sure that you and your partner is agree to have a great relationship ahead. And that's it for Leo. On your reading for June 2020. Once again, I like to remind you that this is a general reading, so please take what it resonates and leave out the rest that does not. I hope this will give you picturizations of how June 2020 would be, because this is not a fortune telling, this is just a prediction, so everything can change. If there's something bad that will happen, especially this one, make sure that you already have, a safety net underneath, that you can prepare from now on, that you already save some of your money, that you already try to maybe go for another career or another opportunities to gain money and sort of like that. I hope you do that, so these bad things will not happen at all. But if there's something that is really good in June 2020, then you have to work for it. You have to make sure that it could happen, because once again, there's nothing good in this life if you're not work hard for it, if it's not from you, because you are the master of your own life. That is what you have to remind, even though you like to say that, but the universe will decide to us, but God will give it to me. If you're not open your hand, if you're not take a leap of faith, it will never happen. They are just providing it to you. You are the one who grab it, or you are the one who take the opportunity. So once again, Leo, you're a lion, you're a brave kind of person, you're the center of attention in any kind of occasion. You can get whatever you want if you have a mind to it. So make sure that June 2020, you can also be the best version of yourself, and I hope everything is good for you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you later. Bye bye. Hi, welcome for all of you who are under the sun signs of Virgo. This is your reading for June 2020 for your health condition, financial conditions, your career, your education, and also your love life. So let's get to your health condition first. Queen of Wands in reverse and Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Wands in reverse. It tells me that June 2020, it is time for you to take care of yourself more than others. Well, here it is, Virgo. I think that for quite a while you have been invest a lot of your attention or your mind to other people, especially their well-being. I think June 2020, everything is more stable. So it is time for you to take a rest. It is time for you to take care about you and to distract those energies that you used to give to other people into yourself. And that is what it being said to by Eight of Pentacles. It means that it is time for you to try to cultivate abundance within yourself. It is time for you to taking more attention, to be more caring, and also to be more attentive and try to build a healthy lifestyle mentally and physically. So go to some places that you like. If it's you able to do that because maybe in some countries we're still in the middle of the pandemic, but if you're able to just get a little bit of refreshing, maybe watching movies in your house, or maybe take a great walk in your neighborhood, just deep of fresh air, and make sure that you are happy, and then you have a time to just relax and to put all the attentions towards you, because it is very important for you to build what is within rather than what is outside. That is the message for Virgo and your health condition and your financial conditions. You've got the Four of Cups in reverse and King of Pentacles in reverse. What I see here with the King of Pentacles, I've got to say that June 2020, you have to be more careful. Don't make bad decisions or take any kind of offer that will only result to a income that is not, shouldn't be belong to you. Like if it's not really something came from positivity, or if it's not something that meant to you, then do not take it. I don't know what kind of sense that I'm feeling right now, but I'm just getting the fact that for all of you Virgo, there will be like temptation for you to maybe get a money from something that isn't you, isn't meant to you. Maybe there's another people try to give it, because well, money is very important for you at this moment. For some of you at least, I've got to see that there's more temptation coming, so you have to stay positive. I think with the Four of Cups itself, it's telling me that it is not only about the money that is matter, but it's your integrity. It's the fact that whatever income that you get, it has to be meant for you, and it has to be the result or the fruit of your labor. It shouldn't be others. So if someone giving you offer, or they giving you something that is looks like very fruitful, but it's not legal, or maybe it's not according to the rule, or maybe it's not according to the company rule, or maybe it's not a good source, then do not involve in it, because it will give you trouble. And with the career or your education, I've got the Emperor here for you, and also Five of Cups. I think this is what you are currently facing right now. Maybe you used to be very sad, or maybe you used to very stressed over the failure, or maybe the opportunities that you are not taking, but right now you are getting better. You are letting go of those burden, those past behind you, and you can move on. And I believe that from this state, you will, June 2020, you will change into this card, the Emperor. You will be the person that has a lot of leadership. You will be a person that has a lot of experience. You will be trusted because you have been through such a hard times, and you can be the teacher for other people. You will be trusted, and you will be gained, either it is a greater position at your office, or maybe your business is going well. Either way, you don't have to worry about your career or your education, that maybe you have faced a failure before, because everything will give you a better state in the future. And that is why, because you will be in a better state, make sure that you avoid income or any sort of money that given to you that is not legal, or it's not supposed to be for you. And now we're going to your love life. This is the Three of Pentacles in reverse for you who are currently single. And this is for all of you who are already in a relationship or married. For you, single Virgo, I have to say that to 2020, you will feel very disconnect from people around you, from social life, because you feel like you're still does not have any confidence to jump in a way that you have to mingle with so many people. Maybe you have feel brokenhearted before. You just broke up with your lover, so it makes you feel a little bit isolated and that makes you comfortable to go back within yourself. I don't say that it is wrong to do that, but you have to go outside in order for you to enjoy this life again. So do not stay in some place alone for too long, because it will not help you. Instead, go and ask help from your friends to make sure that they are here for you, because that will make you feel better, and maybe it will ease the process of you to move on. And for those of you who has a partner, I am sorry to say that in June 2020 there will be sort of a conflicts happening within you and your partner. It could be on the extreme level, maybe cause a breakup. I am sorry to say this. This is what I get from the cards. But once again, this is not a fortune telling. So whenever I said that there will be something happening to you, it doesn't mean that it will absolutely happening, because it could be based on your decision and also your act. If you know that there will be some potential of a conflict, then you have to make sure you are increasing your communication with your partner. You work well to solve problems together. So this is something that maybe is unavoidable. Maybe this conflicts or this misunderstanding will still happen in the end in June 2020. But if you make sure that you and your boyfriend or your girlfriend has a great connection, if you and with your husband or with your wife has a great trust, at least you can go through these conflicts, and maybe you can strengthen your bond with your partner and become more unite. So there's a lot of positive things after the storm. There is always a rainbow. So do not be scared of what will happen in June 2020. Instead, you believe in yourself, you work for the best, so when this happens you are ready. And that is my reading for all of you, dear Virgo. I hope this resonates for you, but because this is a general reading, if there's something that is not suitable for you, then just leave that out of the picture. And I just wish that June 2020 will be good to you. You can always give me a comment underneath if you would like to say anything about this reading, and maybe give me a little bit of critics if there's something you want me to improve. And I'm very happy that and very thankful that you want to watch this video. So that's it, and dear Virgo, I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.